By the way, North Korea has only one weekend.
I was just gonna ask you if because you had said a term earlier, like one of the days of the weeks. I think you said Saturday.
Saturday
So I
is
was gonna
live session.
ask you if it's like obviously they have to operate it on a 365-day year, but is it the same thing where your Monday is like Monday or?
Yes, Monday is Monday,
Okay.
but the Saturday is more like a live session. You have to, the review your whole life, whole week life.
Review it
Yeah, and then you have to report it
to who?
to your. If you're a student, you report to the teacher or professor.
So you have to tell them everything you did that week outside of school.
Yeah, especially the bad things you did.
Oh, so it's like that's similar to the I was telling you about Scientology before.
Yeah.
Which I told you got to look into.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very interesting. But God damn it, I'm forgetting the term right now. But they have, what is it? Auditing. Yeah, they do like
Auditing?
a personal auditing where they have to like share the bad things they did or whatever. So you kind of have like an auditing session on Saturdays.
That's true. That's more formal term, I think. Yeah, that's a good term. But I mean, our term is live session.
Live session.
That's
That's more marketable.
Yeah, but another way to say is self-criticism session.
Self-criticism.
Yes. So we criticize ourselves. So, this week I didn't study hard, and that means my loyalty decreased.
Your loyalty decreased.
Yes, that's what we have to express.
These are like video game points. Like you lost like 10 points of energy.
That's correct. I mean, but it's more like a self, reveal the secret, right? But it's more like normal thing in North Korea. So we really don't think it's critical, but you have to do it. So every time I write in a paper, I have to create my problems during the week. What did I do? Like, let's say I didn't study hard this week, but next week I cannot repeat that. So, this week I didn't clean, the leaders' portraits. Well,
Oh, you had to clean the leaders' portraits.
yeah. You have to keep
Spit
it clean.
on a towel and clean it that
you
way.
have to
or
keep it without any dust.
without any dust.
Yeah. If you found it, you'll be punished. You have to
Do
write.
they have like Windex or something you can use?
No.
No? What are you using?
Windows, that's more like a fancy item. So we just,
I put that shit on everything.
that's more fancy item. So we just clean with the cloth and like that. Yeah.
Okay. Cloth and water.
Not water because they are afraid to damage the paper.
Oh, so it's not behind glass or anything. It's
Behind
like
the glass, but still like the water can, go in that and then,
Can't have that.
We're not allowed to use the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the surface is fine, but so that's another thing. And then the other one is, this week I didn't help, but all the people who are walking across the street like that, like so you have to create something. But the other part of this auditing session is you have to criticize your peer.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I have to criticize you. Hey, Julian, why did you study hard this time? Or like this week? Why you came late for school? So sometimes it hurts feelings. And then why you criticize me? You have like 20 people, 30
Oh, they're
people.
all there watching.
Yeah, we're together as a class.
Oh my god, this is sinister.
As a class, we do, whole session together, right?
So you got to snitch on each other.
Yeah. So sometimes after the session, they argue. Why? Why me?
Did you ever have to like stand on business?
Yeah. So because we have not like a class, but the ranking, right? Boys have rankings, right? Like, fighting, So if like you don't like it, and then why you criticize me, and sometimes argue. And then later we have a mutual agreement. So you criticize me, and then I'll criticize him, and even it's three. So we made an agreement.
We all go down with the ship.
Yeah. So we made an agreement that we can do. So later we don't argue anymore. That's the Saturday, the whole Saturday. In the morning, whole Saturday, and then afternoon we have to clean whole, the school, or like your facility, even like the military, same thing.
Did that? I mean, that had to feel like work to you. That's not fun at all.
No.
So you hated that.
I mean, everybody hates that, but you have to do
But
it.
you have to do it,
Yeah.
so you accepted it.
I mean, no way. There is no way you can choose or you could deny.
You can't play hooky and get away.
I mean, yes, sometimes.
Sometimes you
Yeah,
could.
yeah. Sometimes if you finish cleaning earlier, then you can play some soccer's and like that. So
Okay.
but you can go back. But it's more, but sometimes like the not class leaders but teacher and then the news league leader came and then just do it again. If say that do it again and then we have to do it again.
Whoa.
And
Now-
so Sunday is the only day.
That's the weekend day.
That's the weekend day, and then
What would you do on Sundays?
that's what I'm trying to say with my
Yeah.
dad. So Sunday is the only day with my dad I can communicate, right? And then we can have a dinner together. So we had a better life than normal North Korean citizens. So Sunday we usually go out to eat, like eating like Korean barbecue.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the higher end food like that is a similar cultural phenomenon of, say, South Korea.
Yeah. Very
Interesting.
I think very similar. I mean, if North Korea was not controlled by the North Korean, the Kim family regime, and I think the whole the cycle is similar to South Korean families.
Got it.
Like working days and then weekends, go out to eat and visit some park like that.
I want to go back real quick to the Saturday thing though. The was it life
Life session.
life session?
Another way is self-criticism session.
How do you say that in Korean?
생활 총화.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
you
I
do
think
that. I don't want to repeat that and get
But
that wrong.
auditing session is more. Mom, that's a good thing though. Good term though.
Yeah, good term. No, let's not be propagandizing that.
Yes.
But I'm just thinking about like as you're growing up and you're going through normal biological, evolution, and you turn from being a 9-year-old innocent kid, and then you start going through puberty when you're 12 or 13 or whatever. Because it's such an invasion of privacy. You're in front of a bunch of other people. You feel pressured to have to tell the truth. You've grown up in a world that tells you must tell the truth, and we're going to know when you're not telling the truth. Therefore, you need to share the types of secrets that other people, would keep to themselves in other countries. Did you get to a point where, and I don't want to get like weird with this, but did it get to a point where you felt compelled to have to say you did things that are quote unquote wrong, that felt invasive to your privacy to discuss that out loud?
Yes and no. But as a kid, sometimes you don't differentiate your privacy and then the things that you can open to public. So it's a little bit ambiguous to me. It's more like my privacy, or I have to tell the truth. I have to tell to the public or with the the session. So we don't have a concept of privacy. Nobody can claim it's my privacy in North Korea. So that's a good word. And then the word actually doesn't exist in North Korea, the privacy.
They don't have a word for that.
Yeah, I don't think we do. We do have such words, especially privacy.
So there's no such thing in your mind as shutting the door to a room in your house and sitting there alone with your thoughts away from everyone else. There's no such thing. Your thoughts are always attached to the machine. Even your thoughts.
Even my thoughts. So I'll give you a simple example why I don't think we have the term privacy. So sometimes the police radio home to check if we are keeping other travelers in your home. When you travel to North Korea, within North Korea, you have to get the travel permit.
Yeah.
If you don't have, you're not allowed to stay in hotels or any friends' house. So sometimes North Korean police at the middle of the night just to knock and open the door, check the house if they keep other individuals in your home. So that's, that definitely is not privacy. They just come in, and then they open all the doors, and then, even like, the drawers, like the clothing drawers.
Thank you guys for checking out this clip. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and hit the like button on this video. It is a huge, huge help. And if you'd like to check out this clip's full podcast episode, that link is in the description below or right here. And finally, you can follow me on Instagram and X by using the links in my description below.